Hey guys, Superlord here, back in with another action figure review, and hey, he told you he'd be back, wouldn't he? That said, it's a bit late for Christmas Day, old Frosty boy, but today we're going to be taking a look at the ReAction Frosty the Snowman figure by the fine folks over at Super7, because, well, like I mentioned in my Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas videos from this weekend, it's still the Christmas season to this guy. You actually do some research, the 12 days of Christmas go into January, so I could be doing this for like a while, but I'll spare you guys the pain and suffering of that, I guess. However, I got this guy for Christmas last year, and I didn't have any time to really bust out a review of him, and at the time I wasn't reviewing ReAction figures. That said, we've taken a look at several on the channel, Beavis and Butthead, Slayer, the Alive Undead Zombie 3-pack of Slayer, as well as the Rancid Skeletons and Motley Crue Shot at the Devil, to name a few. So ReAction is no stranger to the channel, at least not anymore, so I figured what better way to keep the Christmas train rolling than to bust out a review of good old Frosty the Snowman here. That said, quick side note about Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas. Shout out to my college professor, Nick, who confessed on, I think it was the first, if not second day of class. It was Graphic Design 101, I think, or 108, something like that. I can't remember the numbers, but he said one of the two things he recorded on VHS off television back in the day when he was a kid was Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas. The other one was Empire Strikes Back. So shout out to him. Always a pleasure talking about him, because he was really freaking cool. You know, I know a lot of teachers aren't or cannot be, but he was freaking cool. So, you know, sue me. But before I get too far ahead of ourselves with random side tangents, why don't we cut right to the chase and get into the meat and taters of this review and take a look-see at all Frosty has to offer in terms of accessories. His broomstick, of course, so he can sweep. Yeah, I mean, what more could you possibly ask for? It's a broomstick. You can hold it in either one of his hands. Not the tightest grip, but good enough. And of course, since it's a ReAction figure, his head will rotate, his arms will rotate, and his legs will kind of rotate. It's more of a V-cut, which is a pretty useless joint. It is not a good joint. And I will say, he is posed kind of funky. You really got to find the center of balance with this guy. But once you do, it's fine. I will say, he's got the cloth goods scarf, which is nice. No wire or anything in that. It's just a nice material. Arguably a little bit nicer than the Jada Toys one, to be honest. Although that one has a wire in it, so that's probably why. That said, this corn cob pipe, be careful with this sucker, because I snapped that thing trying to get him out of the box. He would not come out of the box. So, yeah, be careful with that. You don't want to rip that out. Granted, my dad's dremeled a little hole, put some super glue in there, and it's probably stronger than it ever was, but, you know, word to the wise. Don't break your stuff. So, snapping this in to his hand. He does have peg holes at the bottom of his feet, but he's got pretty big stompers, so I don't think that's that big a deal. But there you go. There is Frosty in a nutshell, looking like Frosty. Not much else to say. This was the Frosty figure to get before Jada Toys just totally came in and bodied that shiznit with their deluxe, you know, $50, pretty well articulated for a Frosty figure anyways, release. But I still like this. He's actually the Frosty I have on my Christmas shelf because he'll fit. Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas and the Jada Frosty, those aren't going to fit there. They're too big. Way too big. So before I wrap this thing up, bring in our two regulars. Got the Mythic Legion's Brother Mandibilith right here. And the infamous 11 Spawn, who, as usual, I mean, obviously, this is a 3-inch figure. He's gonna tower over everyone. I mean, it's not that hard to figure out. Yeah, he's a big boy. So, with that being said, it's time now that we wrap things up with some final thoughts. Overall, and like I said before, back when there was no Jada Toys Frosty the Snowman, this was the Frosty the Snowman to get. He was the most affordable. He was $20 or 25, whatever it is. And it looks like the OG Frosty the Snowman. That's one thing I didn't mention in this video. He's not Frosty's Winter Wonderland or Frosty and Rudolph's Christmas in July Frosty. He is the OG 1969, is it? Frosty the Snowman Frosty. And that's the best one. At least according to Aunt Tammy it is. So, yeah. And granted, well, that one, I seriously never think had a scarf. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can take it off. So if you don't like the scarf on this one or the Jada one, you need to take it off. Whatever. So that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this review. Happy holidays to you, whatever you celebrate. And here's hoping that next year I might have a Christmas marathon that lasts a little bit longer. We'll have to wait and see. Like I said, it's not like Halloween where I could just pick a bunch of scary looking crap and throw it in the month. That's not exactly how Christmas rolls. So, until next time, catch you guys later.